Hello friends, welcome you all in the Netizens Buddy YouTube channel. We will discuss the question asked to the Safin Hasan by UPSC interview member in part 3 of this video. Remain two parts are already uploaded. Go and watch those videos from my channel. Now let's go to the question asked to the Safin by the second member of the UPSC interview panel. One university has been named as Banaras in the university. There is also Muslim university. Do you think this is proper? Shall we name universities like this? Sir, we have to see the historical context behind this. And these institutions were established in a period when some region existed. For example, Aligarh Muslim University was established by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan to spread education among Muslims so that they can compete with other community in employment and other areas and contribute to the nation. But if we see in the present context, when we have adopted a secular constitution, I don't see any need of that. Safin, you might have heard about the role of these deras and their influence on the society. Even there are dictates from religious leader also it is in Islam. How this can impact society? Sir, in India, now Safin Hasan replied to the question. Answer, in India, religious identity is very strong. Everyone wants to be associated with the religion. If you talk about Dera, they have provided equality in lower strata of society and a feeling of being in the mainstream. They have also given psychological support to these people, hence they follow what their religious teacher tells them. Similarly, is the case with fatwa in Islam. If you involve these leaders in political consultation over societal issue, it can impact society at large. Now the third member asked the question to the Safin. Okay, Safin, chairman interrupted. It's Safin. You're right, Safin. There is provision in Gujarat on alcohol, but we all know that it's available. Just you have to pay a bit more for that. So, what do you think about this provision? Yes, sir. Gujarat, being the birthplace of our father of nation, it has implemented a ban on alcohol since the day one. But I think instead of going for blanket ban, we should try for spreading awareness about negative consequences of the alcohol consumption and sensitization. Behavioral change is all what is needed. We can also take help from the religious leader as we discussed earlier. Now again member 3 asked the question, but this prohibition has also gained support from women. In a state like Bihar, they have implemented it for political escort. Do you think this prohibition or removing it can negative impact on political parties? Yes, sir. Prohibition or removal of it does have political consequences. Now, member 4 asked the question to the Safin. Safin, you have done electronics. Can we develop an app to curb the corruption in your district? Even the existing app like WhatsApp can also be used for that. I can ask the citizen to reach to me over issue, and if I find any substance in the complaint, I would go into details in the case. Secondly, is developing an app reducing the manual contact between the officer and the citizen would result in lower level of corruption. There has been a case of gender divide as well as rural urban divide. I am sure that is the case in your state too. How will you reduce this divide using IT and cyber technology? Yes, sir. In Gujarat, we have the rural urban divide. For the priority would be internet penetration in the rural areas, focus on e-governance, and would empower the rural citizen. Apart from that, some critical service like telemedicine, teleeducation would also help to bridge the gap. Now again, member 4 asked the question to the Safin. We have heard about cyber threat. What are they? Do you think we should try to avoid the technology to save ourselves from the threat? Sir, the biggest threat is about privacy of individual and security of data. Like very recently, we have seen this Facebook data theft, but abandoning a technology is not a wise decision because we are living in the era of technology. We should work on robust data policy and cyber security instead. Safin, literature is your optional subject. Do you know Hansa Mehta? What has been her contribution is Gujarati? Yes, sir. I have heard about her. She had also played a role in constitution making, but sorry, sir, I am not aware about her contribution in Gujarati. No issue. Last question. There is a very well known personality from Gujarat who is internationally recognized as successful businessman. Can you tell me, sir? I think you are talking about Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani. Yes, he stayed out. Yes, yes. Yes, sir. Yes. He stayed outside the country for many years. Then he started business. Can you name the country where he had stayed? Miss, sorry, sir. I'm not aware about it.